I realized today that I have nothing to offer a man. Nothing. And I feel like number one, it took me 32 years to realize it because I just found that out today. So I was today years old when I realized it. And then it took me a lot of pride swallowing to be able to admit it. I'm going to tell you why.
Now, why do you think that is? Why do you think it took her 32 years to understand that? I'll say it because it's about feminism, woman code, and the fact of simps giving her a pass instead of holding her accountable. Sad to say, many women are like this. Many women are learning late in life that they have to look at themselves and it's not always the man's fault. But unfortunately, gynocentric society will tell her otherwise.
I feel the way I feel. This is not based off anyone else. This is only based off myself. But I just wanted to share it just in case it may help somebody else. I feel like I don't have anything to offer to a man because a man asked me what I had to offer him. And it was the way he asked that made me realize that I don't. He simply stated, I realize that you're single, but tell me, what would I benefit from having you as my woman? Now, outside of the basics, like, oh, I look nice, I can cook, I work, I didn't have nothing else to offer. And the reason I realized that I didn't is because I got to thinking about myself. And all I've been doing for so many years is just working and taking care of kids. I don't know necessarily what I'm into. So there goes hobbies. I'm not necessarily sure my feminine level of energy because majority of my relationships, I wore the pants. So how can you, as a woman, offer to be a woman to a man if you've never fully been a woman?
Facts. Because a lot of these women, they like being with a man where they can wear the pants because they have all the control. They like having a man move in with them. They like the fact that they make more money than a man. They like that because they feel in control. The fact that maybe they have some undealt heartache or some trauma that they don't ever want to be hurt again. So they always pick men that are beneath them instead of picking men that are above them that could lead them. And that's where they have their little safe space that doesn't, where they think it's their freedom really becomes their addiction.
I am a woman because I'm a female, but I'm talking about like actually be a woman, like to a man. I've never experienced that, so I don't know what that feels like. So I can't honestly say that I have anything to offer as far as a woman outside of just being a woman. So that means all I really do have to offer is some pussy because I'm a woman and we have one. That's really not enough. I can't honestly say I can offer you a nurturing environment because I'm too frustrated about the children that I have and the lack of help that I have with them. So it's like I can't necessarily be so nurturing to you when I'm frustrated at the amount of nurturing that I'm already doing. So therefore, I know I can't offer you that. I can offer cooking for you, but then to me, it comes at a price because if you're coming and you're sitting and you're eating my food and you're not providing any of it, I'm a feel away. So now I'm offering you bitterness. That's not anything a man wants. Why would you want a bitter female? Well, I'm bitter because of my own merits. So it's not your job to fix the bitterness. It's my job to fix. As much as I want a man to come to me ready, able to provide, work, and handle himself, I think that me as a female, I need to have my emotions in check because if a man wants peace, I don't have any because I'm frustrated. I'm bitter. I'm emotional. I'm up.
This right here, she would have a whole lot of women on her neck because you're not supporting the narrative that it's always the man's fault. He got to do this for me. He got to take care of my kid that is not his. He got to provide for me, for my child that is not his. She's holding herself accountable. And a lot of women hate that. A lot of modern women hate that, black and white, whatever the ethnic group. If they have a Western mindset, they're going to hate what she has to say because what she's saying could save women from being bitter single mothers. And she could possibly be saving herself from being a bitter single mother. She just has to get rid of those pics on Facebook. But anyway, I digress. That's not a shot at her. I'm just being honest. You have to get rid of those photos.
Upset. So I made this video because today I realized that I don't have anything to offer a man outside of good looks. And I learned that I don't want a man for just his looks. So how can I be so selfish and only offer a bare minimum and expect so much? That is some unfair shit. Now, I don't know about all these other females. Other females may not agree or even feel the way I feel about the children that I have and the lack of help that I have with them. So it's like I can't necessarily be so nurturing to you when I'm frustrated at the amount of nurturing that I'm already doing. So therefore, I know I can't offer you that. I can offer cooking for you, but then to me, it comes at a price, because if you're coming and you're sitting and you're eating my food and you're not providing any of it, I'm a feel away. So now I'm offering you bitterness. That's not anything a man wants. Why would you want a bitter female? Well, I'm bitter because of my own merits. So it's not your job to fix the bitterness. It's my job to fix. As much as I want a man to come to me ready, able to provide, work, and handle himself, I think that me as a female, I need to have my emotions in check, because if a man wants peace, I don't have any, because I'm frustrated. I'm bitter. I'm emotional. I'm upset. So I made this video because today I realized that I don't have anything to offer a man outside of good looks. And I learned that I don't want a man for just his looks. So how can I be so selfish and only offer a bare minimum and expect so much? That is some unfair shit. Now, I don't know about all these other females. Other females may not agree or even feel the way I feel. But I know me. I know the man that I'm looking for and wanting. I'm not even half of him. So the reason that I'm even talking about all of this is because I watched a video that Steve Harvey had a while ago. So the point of me making this live was basically, when you're out looking for a spouse, I realized, find a person that is a cup, that is the same type of cup as you. So if you imagine yourself as a water bottle, and this is 2 Ozarka bottles. If you meet a spouse that is just a cat, and then you're a bottle, when you go into pouring into this person, they're a cat. So that means they can only hold a cap full of what you've poured. Well, if you pour everything you got into them, they've only held a cap full amount. So now it's time for them to pour back into you, and all they have is the cap. But you're still this whole bottle. So you expect this little cap to fill all of you up. That doesn't work. So now I'm realizing I've been walking around feeling like a bottle, where really I'm a cat. And I'm out here looking for bottles, and niggas are shaped like bottles, ain't full of shit. And I have nothing to fill them with. So I'm empty and low, and these men are empty too, and I'm out here mad about it. So I had to take a step back, and I just learned this. I had to take a step back and look at myself and realize, girl, you don't even have shit to offer while you out here mad at these men. So how about you focus on getting you something to offer a man that would be something that they could walk away from you and feel like, you know what, I can't live without her. Because without her, I can't do this, this, and this, and this. Because I'm telling you, with me, you can get you some attitude. All the bitches got attitude. Well, I got one of them. Nobody wants that. And with me, you can get a baby, because I seem to make those. But all the bitches do that. So what about me is going to be different from this next female? I'm about to take the time to figure that shit out. So I just want to share with y'all that some of us ladies may not necessarily have anything to offer a man, and we don't realize that. Because
Damn. She's wow. She said a lot, okay, and a lot of women will probably say knock on her that, oh, she's kind of crazy, or she's kind of off. No, she's actually understanding what she brings to the table, and it's not much of anything. And that's the thing. It's not an insult to her, once again, but she's realizing that she doesn't bring much to the table. Okay? She understands that. And she's willing to possibly work on that. She's possibly willing to work on that. Okay? A lot of women will get mad, but who cares? Because she's trying to possibly break herself out of being alone and single for the rest of her life. She doesn't want to have drama. She's trying to fix herself. She understands it takes 2 to make a relationship work. That's what she understands. Okay? That's what she's understanding. She understands it takes 2 people to make a relationship work. She understands it's not just her needs that have to be met. It's the other person's need that has to be met, that she's with. She understands that she doesn't have much to offer, so she has to fix herself in a way to be able to have something to offer, as well as to find a man that's worth a damn. It can't be a man who could just give her dick and bubblegum and another baby. That is what she understands. And a lot of women don't want to hear that. They don't. They want to hear, I want a high value man. I want a man for me, but I don't want to correct any of my issues. He has to come all correct, but I don't have to correct any of my issues. And that's what's sad in our society today, because we have a bunch of women who don't want to hold themselves accountable for anything, but they expect a man to be this responsible, mature adult. But these women have the mind of a child, and they're in adult bodies. No man worth his salt wants to put up with that. He'd rather be alone. That's the thing. That is the issue here. And a lot of women aren't understanding that. They won't understand it. And it's not like they can't, because there are women who do understand it. And those women who do understand it, they pay a heavy price, because the sisterhood mafia will come for them. Because they will say, how dare you agree with this man? How dare you? You're a pick-me bitch. You're a sellout. You're a mammy. You're just out here looking for dick. This is what they will say. Instead of the fact that we need to correct ourselves so we don't end up being constant single mothers, serial mothers. So we don't be targets for predators, because we like our ego stroked. We like to be told everything that we want to hear. No correction, none of that. But then they wonder how come they're getting with these ain't shit men that keep getting them pregnant and leaving them or falling short. A lot of women swear feminism is helping them out, and it's not. Because all a man has to do is just tell you what you want to hear, to an extent. Don't tell them, don't agree with everything they say, because then it will be too obvious. Well, you tell them to an extent that you agree with everything. To an extent, you agree with everything they want to hear. And all of a sudden, the legs open like the Red Sea, and you in there. And then you leave. Then they say men ain't shit. See, men are smart. Just stroke the ego, and eventually you will give me what I want. Because you're showing you're not worth a damn. It's all about me. It's the man's fault for everything. I don't need a man for anything except one thing. You do. You need a baby. Most of you just want to build your own family on your own terms. That's it. But many of these liberal black women, sad. Very sad. All right. Let me know in the comments section. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Later.